Welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over the relationship between interest rates and cap rates. In a sane world, this is the relationship between cap rates and interest rates. As interest rates go up, your cap rates should be going up. If you remember back in school, you have your input variable and your output variable. The input variable is the interest rate, and your output variable is the cap rate. We tend to use the cap rate as the input variable in a lot of our calculations, which can lead to some very dangerous conclusions about real estate. Let me explain why, as interest rates go up, cap rates should go up. The theory goes, as interest rates go up, your real estate prices should go down. That is because of this formula here. The cap rate is equal to the NOI over the property value. If your property value goes down, that drives your cap rates up. The question is, where does the interest rate go? Does it go in your net operating income, your property value, or the cap rate? So NOI is taking all of your gross income and taking out the operating expenses. Your net operating income is a function of several things. It's your fixed expenses like property taxes and insurance. It's your variable expenses like utilities, maintenance and repairs, property management fees, landscaping, groundkeeping, pest control. There are occupancy-related costs like leasing commissions, marketing and advertising, legal and accounting fees, tenant turnover, and then building-specific expenses like elevator maintenance, security services, and fire and service compliance. Notice that we don't include our mortgage payment in the operating expenses. That means the interest rate has zero effect on our net operating income. Going back to the denominator of this equation, property value, the equation defined the value of a property on a per unit or per square foot basis is given by this equation. It is a function of the rental income, the operating expense percentage, the down payment percentage, the required cash-on-cash return for the investors, and the mortgage constant. The mortgage constant, it is the same function that Excel uses without the principal out front. So what you do is you calculate this mortgage constant, then you multiply it by the principal amount that you are borrowing, and that tells you how much per month you are going to be paying back to the bank. The mortgage constant is a function of the number of payments and your interest rate. As our interest rate goes up, our mortgage constant will also go up, which leads to the mortgage constant versus property price. As the mortgage constant goes up, the property price goes down based off of this equation. Everything else is held constant: rent, expenses, down payment, cash and cash return. Everything is held constant except for the interest rate. And we see as the interest rate goes up, the mortgage constant goes up, the property price goes down. Tying it all together, as the interest rate goes up, the mortgage constant goes up, which means the property price goes down and the cap rate goes up. In a sane world where we follow first principles, as interest rates go up, the cap rates should also go up. We are seeing the exact opposite today. That is how we know something is broken. Something is broken about how we are doing real estate, and that needs to change now. And this is just a quick overview explaining the relationship between interest rates and cap rates. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I love talking about people's projects. If you want to reach out, please just leave a message and comment and I will respond. I want to hear what you're working on. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.